Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a review of what I would like to call a certain series. It includes a certain certain scientific railgun, a certain magical index, and both of their sequels. I'm going to be giving my thoughts, and I'm going to recommend it to certain category people towards the end. This is spoiler free, so yeah, let's get started then. So to begin, I'll start off with the story and everything. Index comes first if you want to go by chronological order, such as it goes Index 1, Railgun 1, Index 2, Railgun 2. No. Railgun, if you want, in chronological order, not the time it came out, it goes Railgun 1, Railgun 2, Index 1, Index 2. In release time, it goes Index 1, Railgun 1, Railgun 2, Index 2. It's confusing. But the story goes is for Indexes, you follow a guy named Toma. He's a level 0 person, guy that lives in Academy City, the place that's been training special things called espers that can use abilities. Each esper is leveled on depending on like what kind of power they have. And he's got a special kind of power in his right arm called the Imagine Breaker. Basically, it cancels out any power. He goes on to like meet with a lot of other people, and then he meets somebody called Index who has 308,000 grimoires memorized because of her photographic memory. They have a. They also go on. He also goes on to meet someone named Makoto Misaka. She's a level 5 esper, and she's part of a place called Tokyo Wadai Middle School. She's 3rd rank, level 5. She controls electricity. She has a special thing where she flicks a quarter, and it's called Railgun. I highly think that Railgun actually is a better protagonist than Toma, even though Toma's kind of more of a comedy person. But on Railgun, they the protagonist from Railgun is, well, you guessed it, Makoto Misaka. You follow her, and it takes place a little bit before Index 1, and you follow that. You watch if you want to watch it. I suggest starting with Railgun 1, then going to Railgun 2, then Index 1 and Index 2. But even though Railgun 1, like Railgun 2 and Index 1, like the end of Index 1 and Railgun 1, Railgun 2 and Index 2, they all have some of the same material towards the end of each series. But, now let's go on to the story. In the story, I really think the story did a really good job of explaining powers, and it's really cool, and it's basically, the premise of the story is a fight between science and magic. If you like, it's basically got whatever you want. If you want realistic powers, it's got you. If you want supernatural powers like magic, it's got you. It's even got a little bit of alchemy in there, but that's later on in the series. It's also got it's got a really good storyline and plot. I really enjoyed this series. I finished it 2 nights ago, and I reviewed some of the content and everything. I haven't read. There's also a manga series that hasn't. I don't think it has been animated yet, called A Certain Scientific Accelerator, which follows the 3rd protagonist. You'll find out about him if you watch the series. But basically, he's the top-ranked level 5 in all of Academy City. He can manipulate any vector, which means anything that has direction and motion, it can be manipulated by Accelerator. It follows him, and I haven't read that yet, but I'm probably gonna read it, and then I'll probably do a separate review of that. But with basically the art for this anime was really good. I really enjoyed the art throughout the entire series. There wasn't really any bad animation for it. The characters were really great. They had really good development towards the end of the series when they ended. They all were really developed. You really were behind them. They all had really good friendships and everything, and it even had like a lot of ships in it. If you're into that relationship kind of thing in the shows, you'll find yourself rooting for different people. I prefer to support my own ship, which is Railgun and Imagine Breaker, aka Toma, Kamijo, and Makoto Misaka, but that's just me. So yeah, check it out. I really recommend it to anybody who's first starting out on anime, because it's not that thick of a story to follow. It's really, really good. It's a good time to have. It's not. There's not really a dull moment other than some of like the in-between fights and things. There's really good science behind it, and they explain a lot of things in very big detail. And it's a really It's a really good show. I highly suggest that if you haven't watched it, go check it out. And that pretty much concludes my my review of what I would like to call the certain series, which includes a certain Scientific Railgun 1, a certain Scientific Railgun 2, a certain Magical Index 1, and a certain Magical Index 2. I have not yet read the manga series for a certain Scientific Accelerator, or I think I'm going to wait till the anime comes out, because I haven't read the manga for the rest of it, and so I think if I read the manga for a certain Scientific Accelerator, I wouldn't get a lot of things, so I think I'm just going to wait for the anime to come out for that. So yeah, if you like my commentary, if you like what I had to say, hit that like button. I'd be greatly appreciated. If you haven't subscribed yet, do that. That'd be awesome. And go watch a certain series. And I highly recommend it. And I'll talk to you guys out. Peace.